love a new wheel day.
Sheesh. All new Apexes, fully forged. And I get to keep my OE caps. What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. We have moved on to another set of wheels. Yes, I know, I have way too many sets of wheels at this point. As you guys see, we are now running the Apex VS5 RS's. These are the fully forged sprint line by Apex Wheels. These are in fact the lightest wheels that they make. They come in at 18 pounds, actually just under 18 pounds. I ended up going with the 18-inch wheels. If you guys remember on my M2, I ran 18-inch wheels on that car, and I always like the way that 18s look on the F-Series body. I also prefer running a bit more tire as well, so you get a little more meat out of the setup, and the car drives a lot less harsh as well because you have more tire sidewall. But let's show you guys up close and then we'll talk about the specs. All right, so the fully forged Apex VS5 RS's, I went with the satin black. The sizes that I went with for the wheels are 18 by 9 in the front with an offset of 30, and then the sizes for the back are 18 by 9.5 with an offset of plus 35. If they had made an 18 by 10, I would have gone for that, but they actually don't have an 18 by 10 in this wheel, so I just went ahead and went with the 9.5. Now, mind you, I actually threw these on and I just came straight here. I didn't touch anything. I didn't mess with the suspension at all. So this suspension setup is directly off of how my 19s were. And what I'm gonna end up doing is bringing down the front like just a hair. If you guys look at it, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but if you look at it, there's a little bit of gap up front, and I'm gonna close up that gap a little bit from tire to fender, just so it matches the rear a little bit more. But this is literally just throwing on the 18s and coming straight here and showing you guys what it looks like. Overall, really like the way that these look. I like that I have a lot more tire sidewall, and obviously the fact that they are super light is a huge plus. I went with all brand new Michelin PS4s on all four corners. The fronts are 235, 45, 18, and the back is a 265, 40, 18. Another reason I really like Apex wheels is you can run the OE center caps. So I actually have the Shadowline center caps. These are actually painted by the company that I'm partnered with, American Panda Design. If you guys need a set, I'll have it linked down below. But yeah, you guys, I had actually been considering going to 18s for quite a while, just because I wasn't super happy with all the 19-inch setups that I had on the car, and I just wanted to try something a little bit different. I just remembered how much I liked it on the M2, and I was like, what if I try 18s on the F30 and see how it looks? I'm really happy that I did. You have a lot more meat on the tires. It just looks way more aggressive. But if we actually compare weights of different wheels, the 437M wheels I have are the factory BMW wheels are 22 pounds each. The BC Forged wheels that I have were 21 pounds each. And then these ones come in at a little under 18 pounds for each wheel. So it's pretty crazy. You can definitely feel it in the car. The car just feels a lot lighter on its feet. But the biggest difference that I've noticed so far is just having that sidewall, that thicker sidewall. The car just drives so much smoother. You don't feel every little crack in the road. You don't feel every little pebble that you run over. It's a really, really nice ride. And I guess it doesn't hurt that we shed some weight as well. So as you can see, we have a little bit of gap up front from fender to sidewall. So we are gonna bring down the front just a hair, like maybe a 1/4 inch, I would say. And then I'll be really happy with that. The back is pretty much flush with the tire, and it looks really good in the back. I don't have any rubbing issues, no rubbing so far. I think if you were to go any wider or any more aggressive with the offset or any wider with the tire, you would definitely rub. Like I'm just making it into the rear quarter. So the actual design of this wheel reminds me a lot of the 763M wheels, and those are one of my favorite, if not my favorite, BMW OEM wheels. A set of those is like $7,000. So I wasn't about to buy 763M wheels, but I really do like how these are very similar design-wise to those. The thing that I enjoy about Apex wheels is they always do OE plus type designs, and they keep it very simple, but they also offer all their wheels at like an affordable price. There's just so many wheels on the market now that are so expensive, and these wheels have always been fairly priced in my opinion. They're track proven, people race on these wheels, they're lightweight, they're fully forged, and you're not completely breaking the bank. I just kind of feel like Apex has always gone after a very simple approach when it comes to wheels. They know what works and they stick to it, and they don't overcomplicate the whole like wheel selection process. It's very simple. It's a few colors, a few designs. In terms of profile, so when you guys are ordering these wheels, there's a few different profiles. These are the profile 2s in terms of concavity. So if you look at the concave on these, that is what the Profile 2 looks like. And then if you have the Profile 1, it's gonna be more flat. If you have the Profile 3, it's gonna be more aggressive. So, kind of give you an idea. But you can see with the offsets that we have and the tires, that's kind of what we're looking at. It's a very, very flush setup. And yeah, man, I'm really happy with these. I think these look really good. Very, very happy. The rear are chunky. These are chunkers, dude. The back gets chunky. So, if you ran any more aggressive, I think you'd be rubbing for sure. For sure. This is like, in my opinion, this is like a really good ride height. The fender is just above the tire. It's right where it needs to be. And this one is just a little bit too high. So that's what I mean by I'm gonna drop this probably 1/4 inch up front. And then I think it's gonna be perfect. So yeah, that is the new setup, you guys. Tell me what you think of the new Apex VS5 RS's fully forged 18-inch wheels that we're now running on the F30. I think they look really good, but I'm also curious to see how these are going to perform. Now that we're shaving off a little bit more weight, you know, every little bit matters. When you're going after these 1/4 mile times, these 60 to 130s, every little pound matters. So I dropped about 3 to 4 pounds per wheel. So we'll say about 12 to 16 pounds somewhere in there throughout the entire car, which doesn't seem like a lot, but once you start shaving off more and more weight from different areas, it does make a pretty big difference in the long run. Now I'm not trying to make this car like a race car or anything, but it will be interesting to see how this affects the overall driving performance of the car. As you guys know, I'm also running the Arc 8s on the E36 M3, and I just really like the Apex wheels. I've always gone back to them. On the M2, I ran the FL5s. I thought those looked really good too. I just love how simple their designs are, and they just know what to stick with. If it works, that's what they do. But I think they're all like very simple, and they look really good. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. That's what we're running for now. I think these are a very good OE plus approach to this car. The last set that I had on, the 19s, I thought they were cool. They were definitely different, but I didn't love them. I liked them. I didn't love them. 437Ms always look good. Fantastic OEM wheels, not going anywhere. I'm going to keep those in the garage. But I think for now, this is the setup that I'm going to be running for quite a while. I don't really know how it translates on camera, but in person, it just fits the overall styling of this car and its body really well. I do not like running super big wheels with like rubber band tires. It's just not, I'm not a fan of that at all. That's just my personal preference. I don't like the way they ride. I don't like the way that they look. I've always sort of navigated towards tire and wheel setups that have a little bit more meat on them. Anyways, guys, I have a link down in the description if you guys want to check out some of their new wheels. These are, again, the VS5 RS's Apex fully forged. Feel free to hit those links in the description. And also, you guys, I should probably mention, we just rolled over 100,000 subscribers on this channel, which is insane. Can't even believe we've come as far as we've come. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things, like when you just find something that you love and that you're obsessed with, it doesn't really matter how many people are watching or how successful you are. You just want to continue doing it. So this has always been one of those things for me. I've just always enjoyed cars. I've always enjoyed modifying them. I've always enjoyed making videos for me, for you guys, and just sharing that with the world. And I just became obsessed with it. It really just feels like that is my purpose in life. And when you find that, no matter what age you're at, it's pretty much impossible to live happily without doing that thing that you love so much. And so even when I had 20 subscribers to 100,000 subscribers, nothing has really changed. Like, I've always just made the videos for me, and if people enjoy it, awesome. If it brings some value, great. You know, I've obviously met a lot of people along the way, and I've been able to build this thing into my job. And I've also been able to forge so many awesome business relationships, partnerships, sponsors, and I just stuck to what I loved doing, regardless of what people thought. So if you're ever thinking about what you want to do in life, just know that the sooner you start, even if you don't know what you're doing, don't really have like the clear trajectory on how to do it, the sooner that you just kind of start and get things moving, the happier you'll be in the long run. You just have to make sure that the thing that you're doing, you actually enjoy and love doing. And to really become successful at that thing, you have to become sort of obsessed with it. And I've always been obsessed with cars and making videos. So here we are at 100,000 subscribers. It's literally mind-blowing, but it is, to me, it's kind of just a number. Like, I really don't pay attention to the numbers. I don't pay attention to the analytics. I don't pay attention to the views. I've just always focused on doing the things that I love. And keeping that focus where it needed to be, I guess, brought me some form of success. I don't even want to call it success because I really don't see it as that yet. To some people, this might seem like a big channel. To some people, it might seem tiny. I just never really looked at it like either of those. I was just doing the thing that I love. But there is no way that I could have done this, obviously, without all of you guys who chime in and help out and are dedicated to watching these videos and being a part of the channel, and all of the OG subscribers and all of my partners and my sponsors. There's literally no way I could be doing this for a living without all of you and all of them. So thank you very much for being a part of this channel, for supporting me on this crazy journey and my ridiculous ideas, and everyone else who's been involved. But I think it's definitely smart to put the focus in on the things that you love and become better at those things. Make mistakes. Don't be afraid to fail publicly in front of people. Nobody's perfect, and no one got better without failing before they got good. So yeah, you guys, we'll keep it short. I won't go crazy into that, but I want to thank you guys for 100,000 subscribers. It literally means the world to me, and really it's only up from here, you guys. We're just gonna keep buying these vehicles and doing crazy shit to them, because that's what I love doing, and I'm never gonna stop. So thank you guys again. I love you. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you guys want to buy some swag or something, feel free to, but no pressure. No pressure. I'll have everything linked down below. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.